Hello, my name is Alex, and this will be my first ever review of anything, but I really just wanted to put it out there. I recently watched the Chainsaw Man movie, the Reze Arc. I've been a big time fan of Chainsaw Man ever since it came out. When it originally started getting published, I had heard news about it on a YouTube channel, a random YouTube channel, just like top 10 upcoming shonens. They had stuff like JJK on there. Obviously, I'm all caught up on that. Quite disappointed by the ending, but we'll leave that out. Alien 13, Dan Da Dan, a whole bunch of good upcoming shonens and stuff. Dan Da Dan might have been after for sure, but Chainsaw Man, and it was something so brand new. It had such a fresh concept behind it, and it was so touching, because like the main character, his name is Denji. He's just like this loser. He really is. He's just a loser. But I just read a YouTube comment section that could not have put it better. People might think that he's a loser, but in reality, he's just chasing his dream. And in his perspective, his dream happens to look like, something to look down upon, like just having sex, being with a woman, touching their breasts, having jam on his toast, sleeping under a roof. These are all things that seem crazy or not normal to us because it is easily obtainable. For the most part, I'll say for the most part, and for the most people, it is easily obtainable. So you tend to naturally dream bigger. When you think of a dream, you think about becoming a millionaire, having your dream job, becoming a parent, being in a position of power, being in a position of responsibility, yada yada. But for Denji, he grew up with nothing. So this is his big dream that he's seeing. He's not seeing right in front of him. He's seeing the big picture, and this just happens to be his bigger picture, is to live a happier life, and that includes just being under a roof, eating toast with a jam, feeling the touch of a woman. And now that I've really discussed the character of Denji and his perspective on what his dreams are, I would like to get into the movie. Man, can I just say the movie was so good? Can I just get out of the way? The movie was so fucking good. The movie was absolutely exceptional from start to beginning. 10 out of 10. And you're absolutely right. It might have been a little clumpy at the end. If you're thinking it was a little clumpy at the end, there was a lot going on with the typhoon. I agree. There was a lot going on for the eyes visually. But then at the end of the day, it's a big fight. It's like a kaiju fight. That's big. I think he literally says it in the trailer. He's like, "Yo, we're about to have a kaiju fight." Like, I think they just had to do what they did, and in the room that they were given with the source material they were handed, they did the best. They absolutely exceeded on everything. I mean, let me just get this straight. The plot was obviously good. Come on. The source material is good, so obviously it's going to be good. The pacing is good. You think they can't throw a whole arc into a movie because you got to build up? Bro, fuck all that. They did it perfectly. They built up Reze in the final fight scene. The reason why you have so much adrenaline pumping and you care so much about this fight, not only is it visually extremely pleasing, they built up to this point. They built up Reze, and it was a short introduction, man, but they get you caring about her quick. They push her character. They push her character strong. She pushes onto Denji strong. She pushes onto the audience strong, and you really fall in love with this character. You care for her, and then, oh man, don't get me started on the music. The music was good. The music was so good. In the Pool by, I don't want to discredit the artist, but whatever the artist was that created In the Pool and all the other sound choreography that went into the movie. Man, it was amazing. You know what this scene reminded me of? It reminded me of Lucy and David on the moon. Like, that's how emotionally invested they had you into the scene. And the addition of music into that scene really just wraps everything together. It really does. It really, really does, man. And it's just, man, it's good. And then you get all invested. They go on a couple dates. You know, you're alongside Denji. You're like, man, shit's sweet. I like two girls. They both like me. I don't know what to do. Who do I choose? Man, life is sweet. Boom, fuck out of here. Like, oh my god, bro. They go. I'm trying to get into this without going into the spoilers, you know. But then shit happens. The payoff, all the build up gets a payoff, and then you go straight into the fight scene. And boy, the when the fight scene happens, it's that for the rest of the movie. You're not like, damn, I might get like a flashback in the middle of this, talk about some bullshit like my childhood and origin story and this 40-30 minute long flashback. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all are clocked in, y'all know what I'm talking about. Not around here. We go straight into the fight scene and it's just hype. And yeah, things slow down. They converse every now and then, you know, there's dialogues. But damn, it's just good, bro. They don't blue ball you nothing. They give it to you straight. They give it to you straight and they give the whole package. And they don't leave it out. They don't leave anything out. They want to give you all. And I was watching that scene and it really just, it took me a second to appreciate how far we've come, because the age I was at when I started reading Chainsaw Man and the age I'm at now when this Reze arc has been animated and turned into a movie, it really, if I'm looking at it numerically, obviously it's not that long, you know, 10 years, much longer, and people have waited 10 years for stuff more. But to think that we've made it to this day where Reze Arc gets animated, that's what blows my mind. It's like we finally made it to the day where I get to see what I was keeping up weekly. So it had me by the chokehold, man. It really grabbed me by like my fucking socks or something, bro. Like, it grabbed me by my spinal cord like every week. It was so interesting. And to think that we finally got into the day where we get to see it animated is truly a bless, man. It's truly a bless. And I just wanted to come out here and say, you know, give my review on the movie. And it's amazing. It's amazing. This is going to be completely unedited. I never make videos. I'm honestly putting this out there for myself. If anybody sees it, I hope you can understand where I'm coming from when I say this movie really was something. This really was something. Hey, 12 out of 10 movie. Shout out Chainsaw Man Reze Arc in theaters right now. Go watch it. Go grab your tickets. Go grab some merch. Hey, bro, don't miss out. Don't miss out.